This is SBC News. Good evening to you. Students who graduated from post-secondary institutions and the University of Seychelles in 2019 and 2020 and have qualified for scholarships are going overseas for further studies. The first group left the country last week and the second group is expected to leave this weekend. The Senior Scholarship Administrator at the ANHRD, Chanel Kat, said the agency is being extra cautious on how it spends its budget allocated for overseas studies. He said there are additional expenses, for example, quarantine fees for the students. Mr. Kat was speaking at an exit seminar for UNICEF students who will be graduating later this year.
Starting from this weekend, some students will be departing for their studies. And we've had students who have been departed since the previous week. So depending on the intakes of the universities and the different procedures in place, such as quarantine procedures or visa application, and depending on these circumstances, now students are starting to depart for their studies.
And how has the budget of ANHRD been revised to accommodate all those students, about 150 above?
According to the budget we receive, we still have to maintain our commitment for us to cater for the number of applicants that we had. And the agency just had to manage the budget at least to deliver on its commitment that it has made. And for example, this is why there were some revisions in the venues of studies, so as to advise students to consider venues that are more cost-effective, at least for the government, and also to consider other modes of study, such as studying online. And now recently we are also putting emphasis on bilateral and multilateral scholarships, whereby it helps to ease out a bit on the budget of the government.
The project manager at the Land Transport Agency says the agency intends to implement several drainage projects in Ensopin and elsewhere as and when funding is made available. The project manager, Nadi Samson, was speaking at the site of a recent drainage project in the vicinity of Raza Shop at Ensopin. The project, funded by the African Development Bank at a cost of 2.1 million rupees, is near completion and is expected to put an end to floodings in the area during heavy rainfall. The deadline issued by the Office of the President for arms or ammunition to be surrendered to the authorities has now passed. The police said in a statement that they've received only a self-loading rifle known as SLR. People with guns and ammunition had been given until the 23rd of August to hand over the weapons. Following the expiry of the ultimatum, the police say that anyone or any organization caught with arms or ammunition will not benefit from an amnesty announced in the proclamation made by the president. They will now be brought to court to face charges under the Firearms and Ammunition Act. The Association of People with Hearing Impairment, APHI, will soon be able to produce locally ear molds for hearing aids, now that the Seychelles Breweries is supporting the association in its project by donating 300,000 rupees. It was the managing director of Seychelles Breweries, Connor Neiland, who presented the check and signed an MOU with the chairperson of APHI, Anita Gardner, during a ceremony this morning at the association center at Montfleury. The money will be used to set up a hearing aid mold laboratory, as well as training of technicians specializing in the production of ear molds for hearing aids. The new service will complement those already being offered at the Audiology Center at the Northeast Point Rehabilitation Center.
The deaf can, given the opportunity, given the same opportunities again, like the hearing people, our deaf people in Seychelles will be able to work and contribute also in society, and they can also live a normal life and be productive.
This contribution and the donation that we're making to the association is remarkably important to Seychelles breweries, and it's very important to us as a business that we give back to the community, and I truly believe this is a fantastic opportunity for us to get involved with the association. If I think about what's important to us, inclusion and diversity is something that we hold very highly. It's important that we recognise the differences that people have, and I think the fact that we're getting involved with the association is testament to that as well.
And that's it for now. Good evening.